Good afternoon. Today we shall discuss about proximate and ultimate method of coal analysis. As we know that quality of the coal depends upon the percentage of the fixed carbon. So how to determine percentage of the carbon in the coal or percentage of the hydrogen in the coal, percentage of oxygen in the coal, percentage of ice. So our priority is to have a such type of the coal which has high calorific value and should give less amount of the ash fall. So how to determine, how to analyze the coal? So this coal analysis is subdivided in the proximate method, means we can analyze the coal by proximate method. We can also analyze coal by ultimate method. So first of all, we shall discuss about the proximate method of the coal analysis. Actually, proximate method does not give the accurate result. It is empirical type of the method in which we can determine how much moisture is present in the coal, how much volatile substances are present in the coal, how much ash can be formed when complete combustion of the coal takes place. And after calculating all these, we add percentage of the moisture, percentage of the volatile substances, percentage of the ash, and subtract from the 100, you will get percentage of the fixed carbon. So this is the proximate method. Now question, how to determine percentage of the moisture? You know, coal should have minimum moisture. So how to determine how much moisture is present in the coal? So for this, first of all, we weigh out some mass of the coal and heat it up to 105 to 110 degrees centigrade, and moisture will go out of the coal content. As we know, boiling point of the water is 100 near about. That depends upon the place to place, or you can say atmospheric pressure. But commonly we know that the boiling temperature of the water is 100. So if we heat the known mass of the coal above 100 degrees centigrade, near about 110 degrees centigrade, moisture will escape out of the coal and coal will be free from moisture. That is, the coal becomes dry. Again, cool it and weigh it out. ठंडा किया, इसको तोड़ लिया. In this way, you will find that there is a loss in weight of the coal. So, how to determine percentage? So, just see here of the coal. To determine percentage of moisture in coal. Percentage of moisture in the coal. Suppose we take m mass of the coal, let m mass of coal is heated at 110 degrees centigrade in crucible and cooled at room temperature. At room temperature. Weigh the dry coal. Dry coal. Then the loss in weight of coal. There is a loss in weight of the coal. Let us consider let mass of coal, mass of the dry coal is m1. Therefore, loss in weight of coal, it is equal to m minus m1. This is the loss in weight of the mass of the coal. I took m mass of the coal, which contain moisture. Now this much amount of the coal has been heated up to 110 degrees centigrade in the crucible and cooled at room temperature, weigh it, and we get m1 mass of the dry coal. So m minus m1, it is the loss in weight. So therefore, percentage of moisture it is equal to loss in weight of coal multiplied by 100 divided by mass of coal. This is the moisture percentage. So loss in weight of the coal is how much? This is the loss in weight. You can write here m minus m1 divided by m multiplied by 100. This is the percentage of the moisture present in the coal. So this is very simple to determine the percentage of the moisture in the coal. So I have told you that coal should be dry or fuel should be dry. Dry, I mean to say that there should be a limited moisture in the coal because we cannot completely remove the moisture, but it can be minimized. So how much moisture is present inside the coal? That is the moisture percentage equal to loss in weight of the coal 100 upon mass of the coal, like this. Now second thing is to determine the percentage of the volatile material. There are so many substances present in the coal which are volatile. So how to determine the percentage of the volatile material in the coal? So second step is to determine percentage of the volatile material. To determine percentage of volatile material. Volatile material. So here dry coal of step first is heated at 900 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes in absence of air, mind it, in absence of air, in absence of air. Why in absence of air? Because if air is present, carbon of the coal will react with the oxygen of the atmosphere or air and will change into carbon dioxide. And therefore, to determine the percentage of the volatile material, dry coal obtained in the after removal of the moisture, now heat it up to 900 to 9, you can write here 900 to 950 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes. 7 minutes. In absence of air, what will happen? All volatile materials will change into oxide. And oxide will go out of the coal, and therefore again there is a loss in weight. Weight after heating coal is dried and weighed. Dried and weighed. Uh, After heating, coal is cooled, not dried, is cooled and weighed. So there is a loss. Thus, there is loss in weight of coal again. So there is a loss in weight of the coal again. Why? Because some of the uh, volatile material present in the coal is changed into gaseous form, and gases escape out of the coal, and therefore there is a loss in weight of the coal. So how to determine the percentage of the volatile again? You say percentage of volatile material it is equal to loss in weight of coal divided by weight of coal multiplied by 100. So suppose W is the loss in weight of the coal when it is heated at 950 degrees centigrade in absence of air. So W upon mass is the original mass. As I told you, M mass of the coal has been taken to determine the percentage of the moisture, percentage of the volatile substance. So M, weight, yeah, mass of the coal multiplied by 100. So you can determine the volatile percentage of the volatile material. Now again, you can determine percentage of the ice जो बचा हुआ मटेरियल है. There are so many organic compounds present in the coal, which after complete combustion of the coal remain in the form of ash. That is the residue. Ash is the residue. So it is not only ash, and it is not only inorganic material. There are some other materials contaminated with the coal when it is mined. That is like calcium carbonate, silicates, clay. So there are clay content, as you know, clay is, it may be iron oxide, it may be aluminum oxide, whatsoever. So all these substances remain after complete combustion of the carbon present in the coal. So that are the ash. A good quality of the coal mean such as anthracite. You know, you have heard the name of anthracite. So anthracite is said to be good quality of the coal. What does it mean? It means there is a high percentage of the carbon in anthracite, and if there is a high percentage of the carbon, so it has high calorific value. So not only high calorific value, it gives less ash after complete combustion of the coal. So a good quality of the coal should have less amount of the ash. Because this ash is lower down the efficiency of the boiler. So therefore, a good quality of the coal must be used. In metallurgical process, always one should add good quality of the coal like anthracite. So ash is also one of the important factors to know about the quality of the coal. So here, third is to determine percentage of ash. Determine percentage of the ash. Now just see, you have initiated by taking a mass of the coal, heated at 110 degrees centigrade, then you got a dry coal because of some loss of the moisture, and you determine the percentage of the moisture present in the coal. Now you get a dry coal. This dry coal is heated up to 950 degrees centigrade near about, in absence of air for 7 minutes, and again some of the volatile materials escape out in the form of gases. So again there is a loss in weight of the coal, and you determine the percentage of the volatile material content. Now after second stage, again you heat the dry coal for 1 hour, at least for 1 hour, in presence of air. Why in presence of air? Because in presence of air, carbon will change into carbon dioxide, hydrogen content will change into steam, and you will get heat. And the substance which are not combustible, inorganic material, that will change into form of ash. So determine percentage as weigh out the coal after removal of the volatile material. तौल लिया उसको, volatile material निकल गया, मॉइस्चर निकल गया, अब जो कोयला बचा, इस कोयले को आपने 950 डिग्री के आसपास 7 मिनट के लिए इन एब्सेंस ऑफ एयर हीट किया, जला दिया, तो कार्बन विल चेंज इनटू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन विल चेंज इनटू H2O, स्टीम, and you will get non-combustible material in the form of ash. अब इसको तौल लिया, कितना राख मिली, इनिशियल कहाँ से किया, यम मास से, तो यम मास कोयले को जलाया, कंप्लीट इसको जला दिया, जलने के बाद जो राख मिली, ऐश मिला, उस ऐश को आप तौल लेंगे, उसका वेट निकाल लेंगे। तो वेट आपने निकाल लिया तो परसेंटेज ऑफ एस इट इज इक्वल टू weight of S divided by mass of coal multiplied by 100. So in this way you can determine percentage of moisture, percentage of volatile material and percentage of the ice. Now how to determine percentage of the carbon, fixed carbon you say? So percentage of the carbon it is equal to 100 minus percentage of moisture plus percentage of volatile substance plus percentage of ice, like this. ये सभी का परसेंटेज जोड़ लिया, 100 में से घटा दिया, you will get percentage of the carbon. So in this way, this is the very simple procedure, although it is not very accurate method, not very accurate. Data varies, but we get some idea about the percentage of the moisture, percentage of the volatile material and percentage of the ice and percentage of the carbon. And therefore, this method is approximate method. Now, this method can be also explained numerically. You can ask that this much amount of the coal was taken and heated up to 110 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. The weight of the dry coal was this much, and again it was heated at 950 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes, and the weight of the coal is this one, and after removal of the volatile substance, the coal was completely burned at 950 degrees centigrade in presence of air. So calculate percentage of moisture, percentage of the volatile substance and percentage of the ice and carbon present in the coal. So this can be explained. Let us take one example. Means the whole procedure can be explained in the form of the numerical. So let us take a numerical problem to solve, means to calculate percentage of moisture, volatile substance and carbon percentage. Now let us see, this is the numerical problem. And you have to calculate percentage of the moisture, percentage of the volatile substance and percentage of the fixed carbon in a sample of the coal. What is given? A sample of coal was analyzed by approximate method 2.5 gram of the coal was heated in a silica crucible for 1 hour at 110 degrees centigrade. Weight of the residue is 2.415 gram. The crucible was strongly heated at 950 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes in absence of air. Weight of the residue is 1.528 gram. It is again heated strongly in presence of air. Weight of the residue, that is the S, it is 0.245 gram. Calculate percentage of moisture, volatile substance and carbon. Just see, in the approximate method, I told you that first of all, you heat a certain mass or weight of the coal at 110 degrees centigrade for 1 hour, so that moisture may escape out, go out. So I told you percentage of moisture, it is equal to loss in weight of the coal. So originally 2.5 gram was the weight of the coal, and after heating at 110 degrees centigrade, the weight of the residue means the weight of the dry coal is 2.415. So you can write 2.5 minus 2.415. This is the loss in weight divided by how much? Mass of the coal, 2.5 into 100. So you will get percentage of the moisture present in the coal. And after calculation, you will find that the percentage is 3.4. 3.4%. So very easily you can calculate the percentage of the moisture. Now second thing, just see here. Second thing, after removal of the moisture, coal become dry. आपने इसको वेट कर लिया, इसका भाग निकाल लिया, you get 2.415. So there is a loss in weight like this. Again, the crucible is heated strongly at 950 degrees centigrade. So second step of the analysis is to remove the volatile substances. So when you heat the coal at 950 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes, in absence of air, all volatile material will change into oxide and will go out. And there is a loss in weight. So after removal of the volatile substances, the weight of the coal becomes this 1.528 gram. So again, you can say what is the loss in weight? Loss in weight, this is the 2.415 gram. This is the weight of the dry coal. And this dry coal has been heated strongly in absence of air. So this is the weight. So loss in weight. So percentage of volatile material. Percentage of volatile material, it is equal to how much? 2.415. This is the weight of the dry coal minus this much 1.528 divided by mass of the coal. What is the mass of the coal? It is 2.5. Mass of the coal is 2.5 multiplied by 100. So you will get the percentage of the volatile material, and by calculation you will find that it is equal to 34%. Just near about. Again, you can calculate the percentage of the ice. Percentage of ice. How to calculate percentage of ice? Just see, this is the weight of the coal after removal of the moisture as well as volatile material. Now this much of the coal has been heated strongly in presence of air and we get this much weight of the ice. So percentage of ice, it is equal to weight of ice divided by mass of coal multiplied by 100. What is the weight of ice? This is the weight of ice. What is the mass of the coal? This is the mass of the coal. So this you can write here. It is equal to this much, 0.245 divided by 2.5 into 100. So in this way, you can calculate the percentage of the ice, percentage of the moisture, percentage of the volatile material, add all percentage and subtract from 100, you will get percentage of the carbon. I think if you do it, you will get the result near about 51.3. The percentage of the fixed carbon in the coal according to this numerical problem is near about 51.3. So in this way, we can empirically, you can say, the approximate method is also known as the empirical method. So empirically, you can calculate the percentage or you can analyze the coal. Thank you very much. Thank you.